Senators withstand late Maple Leafs push to finally win at home. Senators 6, Maple Leafs 3. For a while Saturday night, it looked like the Ottawa Senators would skate away with a textbook, defensively suffocating victory over the high-flying Toronto Maple Leafs. Guess again? What had been a relatively comfortable-looking 3-0 third-period lead turned into a wild late-game free-for-all. After the Senators finally finished off the 6-3 victory, they took a deep sigh of relief at having finally won their first game in 5 tries at the Canadian Tire Centre this season. Derick, Brassard and Mark Stone each scored twice, with Ryan Dzingel and Nate Thompson also scoring for the Senators. James Van Riemsdyk, Austin Matthews and William Nylander scored for the Maple Leafs. Brennan, Brassard and Ryan producing like they did last spring for the Senators. Ultimately, the game was decided seconds after Senators goaltender Craig Anderson stopped Mitch Marner with a point-blank blocker save on a shot that would have tied the game 4-4. After the Anderson save, the puck went up the ice and Brassard finished off a 2-on-1 break by beating Maple Leafs goaltender Frederik Andersen to make it 5-3. Stone finished the scoring into an empty net. It was wild and crazy. It was Anderson's 300th game in a Senators uniform and, while it didn't end the way his first did with a shutout over the Maple Leafs, his late-game save off Marner was pivotal. The Senators led 3-0 after 2 periods on goals from Thompson, Dzingel and Brassard, successfully suffocating the Maple Leafs through the opening 40 minutes. The Maple Leafs had nothing going. But just as the rest of the NHL has learned in the young season, the Senators saw firsthand how the dynamic Toronto squad can score in bunches. The Maple Leafs rally began with a Van Riemsdyk deflection, capitalizing on a Dzingel turnover. Only 2:34 later, Matthews finished off a pretty give-and-go, making it 3-2 and bringing the Maple Leafs fans in the building to life. Stone restored the 2-goal lead 7 seconds later, but Nylander's power play goal made it a 1-goal game yet again, setting up the nail-biting finish. The Senators can't seem to escape any game without an injury. Bobby Ryan left the game in the third period after blocking a shot, yet another apparent hand injury, and didn't return. The Senators were already without Zach Smith due to an upper body injury, prompting the Sens to bring up Chris DiDomenico from Belleville of the Isle for Saturday's game. Through 40 minutes, the Senators had frustrated the Maple Leafs, keeping the puck out of the danger zones in their own zone. The Maple Leafs had been kept to fewer than 30 shots in only 2 of their previous 7 games, but they had only 19 shots, and only a few good scoring chances, against Anderson through 2 periods. Still, the Maple Leafs were only 1 shot away from tying the game before Dzingel padded the lead with a nifty deflection of an Erik Karlsson point shot. Brassard's first goal, completing a pretty passing play, came with only 12 seconds left in the second. The Maple Leafs arrived in Ottawa as a high-flying squad, leading the NHL with an average of 4.86 goals per game. They had scored more than 4 goals 5 times and had netted 16 first-period goals. Matthews, who began his career by scoring 4 goals at the CTC to open the 2016-17 season en route to the Calder Trophy as top rookie, had 6 goals and 4 assists before the puck dropped, showing no signs of a sophomore jinx. Through the first 2 periods, he was quiet. The Senators began the game looking like they had a point to prove. They pressured the Maple Leafs defense over and over again in the first period, creating chance after chance. Thompson's game-opening goal, at the 12:01 mark, came following a determined effort around the net, which also included Alex Burrows and Logan Brown, who registered his first career point. Brown, who was also on the ice on Dzingel's goal, taking away Anderson's eyes by creating traffic in front of the net, was a threat throughout. It was, without question, the best of his 3 games in the NHL. The Maple Leafs were fortunate not to be down 2-0 minutes later. Stone, who frustrated the Maple Leafs all night with a steady stream of steals, rifled a shot off the post after a ghastly Nikita Zaitsev turnover in the slot. At the other end, it was a relatively quiet period for Anderson. He was quick across the crease to stop a Nazem Kadri wraparound attempt 3 minutes in.